The powerful in South Africa are untouchable, and they know it. While the rest of the country struggles, the elite continue to loot with impunity, protected by a system that rewards corruption and shields the guilty. In this episode of SA Unfiltered, we expose how the powerful use the law as a shield and leave the rest of us to pay the price. No more excuses. It's time to demand accountability. There's a reason no one powerful ever goes to jail in South Africa, and it's not because they're innocent. It's because our political system is rigged to protect them. While the poor are dragged into court for stealing bread, the rich and connected loot billions, lie to commissions, and walk away untouched. What we are witnessing is not just inequality, it's elite protection on a national scale. And it's rotting our democracy from the inside out. For years, South Africans were promised that justice would come. That the days of impunity were numbered. That state capture, corruption, and political theft would be dealt with swiftly. But today, the very people who destroyed SOEs, looted municipalities, and turned government into a get-rich-quick scheme are not only free, they're thriving. Sitting in parliament. Leading parties. Running tenders. Launching comebacks. How is it possible that after billions lost, dozens of reports, and countless whistleblowers, not a single high-profile politician is behind bars? How is it that commissions of inquiry become stages for confessions, and nothing more? The answer is simple: power protects its own. In South Africa, accountability is selective. If you have the right connections, the law becomes a speed bump, not a barrier. The elite don't fear justice, they manipulate it. Delay it. Bury it under paperwork, legal teams, political deals, and endless investigations. The same institutions meant to uphold the law have become gatekeepers for the powerful. Prosecuting authorities are underfunded, politically influenced, and too often scared to touch those wearing designer suits with dirty hands. And while they protect each other, the rest of the country suffers. Schools fall apart. Hospitals run dry. Municipalities collapse. Businesses shut down. Because the money meant for development is redirected into luxury estates, overseas accounts, and lavish lifestyles, all guarded by a system that punishes whistleblowers more harshly than it ever touches a minister. Let's not pretend this is a mistake. It's a design. A protection network woven through political parties, state-owned entities, law enforcement, and even parts of the media. It's the reason we keep hearing about a lack of evidence after years of open looting. It's why certain names keep surfacing in scandals, but never in courtrooms. It's why accountability in South Africa is just theater, all drama, no consequences. The Zondo Commission exposed the details. Emails. Invoices. Testimonies. A national blueprint of corruption. But what came next? A few arrests. Some shuffled positions. And then, silence. The rest of the guilty. Back to business. Because in South Africa, political crimes aren't punished, they're recycled. Today's scandal maker becomes tomorrow's coalition partner. It's all part of the deal. The tragedy is that ordinary South Africans still believe in justice. Still hope for change. Still vote, protest, and raise their voices. But their loyalty is met with betrayal. Their patience is met with arrogance. And their hunger for justice is crushed under the weight of elite immunity. Even when the public catches them red-handed, when evidence goes viral, when stories break, the powerful simply issue statements, threaten lawsuits, or vanish behind due process. And by the time the dust settles, we're expected to move on. Forgive. Forget. But what happens when a nation runs out of forgiveness? This elite protection is not just a political issue, it's a moral crisis. It tells every young person that honesty doesn't pay. That success is not about service but survival. That power means exemption, not responsibility. And that message is poisoning the soul of this country. But here's the danger: when justice becomes a joke, people stop playing by the rules. They lose faith in the system. And when that happens, you don't get democracy, you get decay, cynicism, chaos, and eventually, collapse. Because no nation can stand when its people believe the law is only for the poor. There are still brave voices inside government, inside the justice system, inside civil society, fighting, exposing, demanding better. But they are outnumbered, outgunned, and often silenced. Because the system protects its predators more fiercely than it protects its reformers. So what must be done? It starts with breaking the cycle. No more protecting political allies. No more internal investigations. We need an independent, fearless justice system, with resources, power, and a clear mandate to go after corruption, no matter the title, the office, or the party. We need to unseal the vaults of the past and stop pretending that time heals all crimes. It doesn't. Justice does. But above all, we need a public that refuses to stay quiet. That refuses to be distracted. That holds the line, not just at the polls, but in the streets, in the media, in the courts. Because if we don't demand real accountability, we'll be ruled by the same wolves, wearing new sheep's clothing, for the rest of our lives. They think we've forgotten. They think we'll stay quiet. They think they can loot in peace while justice sleeps. But we're not here to play along. We're here to call it out, name by name, lie by lie, deal by dirty deal. Because South Africa doesn't belong to the connected few, it belongs to the millions who work hard, sacrifice daily, and still get left behind. If you're done watching the guilty walk free, if you're tired of the silence, and if you believe the truth still matters, then join